This is Jay Bradley with Creepy Encounters. What you are currently viewing is a screenshot of some anomalous lights that I was able to record in the following video on July 16, 2018. The location is the parking lot of the Zapata Falls Recreational Area, which is approximately 3 miles south of the entrance to the Great Sand Dunes National Park here in south central Colorado. The elevation of the parking lot is 9,000 feet above sea level. I am approximately 2,000 feet above the floor of the San Luis Valley and facing to the north-northwest. The anomalous lights you're about to see appear to be several miles west of the Great Sand Dunes. This video was recorded on a Best Garter night vision camera and was set on the infrared mode. Unfortunately, I had a malfunction with my tripod and apologize for some shakiness with the video. I believe you will find the behavior of the lights to be quite interesting. Let's roll the video. This is the floor of the valley. Those are the lights we're going to focus on. All of a sudden you're going to see an orb appear in the upper right hand part of the frame and exit the scene. These are the lights we are going to focus on for the next several minutes right here, and we're going to look at them individually. These are the lights in question that we're going to focus on. You're going to see another orb appear here in just a second. Right here, I believe. Yes, I froze the frame. Get a look at that. This is one of several of these orbs I saw throughout the evening. Don't know what they are. Here are the players. These three lights right here. Above that, these two lights. To the right will be that light. I don't have a name or number associated with them. This particular light here. And there's an empty space here, but there will be lights that will appear in this location later on in the video. This light here. And then there are a cluster of lights, either 2, 3, or 4, depending on how you look at this situation. Then you have this light here that is very weak, doesn't ever get bright during the entire video. Okay, let's take a look at what else we have here. There's that empty space. And then a light starts to flare up at that point. And this light here is moving from right to left. This is not the only time that this occurs. You're going to see others doing this. We're going to follow that light from right to left. And then you're going to see one behind it that's starting to flare up and doing the same thing, moving from right to left. It is emerging out from the left side of that light. And notice that a lot of these are not bright any longer. In fact, some of them have disappeared. I'll put a red arrow down below where there's some moving from left to right now, these two lights. So there was a lot of this fluxing going on and this interaction, if you will, between these lights. There are those two again moving from right to left. And this went on for probably an hour or so before I decided I was going to go ahead and exit the area. This light here, moving from right to left. Those are still getting ready to leave the scene. We saw those earlier from right to left. And those that we saw earlier that were moving from left to right are now leaving. So we have all this movement going on across the valley floor. Nothing was elevated. Nothing left the ground, if you will. But there was this movement, this interaction between these lights themselves. I failed to mention that when you see it move slowly, the lights fluxing, we're at a reduced speed with the video. When it looks like it speeds up at times, that's at normal speed. That's how fast these things are moving and fluxing. We have lights that remain stationary during the entire time and other lights that are moving and interactive. More flaring up going on. There's another light there moving from right to left. And then we have that one there on the left that's becoming extremely bright, maybe in response to that smaller light that I just showed with a red arrow moving past it from right to left. We have another one here moving from right to left, interacting with that light next to it. That's at normal speed that we're viewing right now. And it is starting to flare up as it interacts. I'm assuming it is interacting with that smaller light that entered it on the right. And I think you're going to see it exiting here on the left in just a second. Yes, it is. That's another one to the left that has appeared and then completely disappeared. So there was, again, all this movement going on, like that light right there. And I guess a lot of these were really moving from right to left. It's almost like they were alive, if you will. It's hard to explain other than that. There was some kind of, my sense was there was some kind of communication going on. That's at normal speed right there. That's what I was seeing across the valley floor just west of the Great Sand Dunes. One of our friendly orbs shows up here again. I did put it in freeze frame mode here, there, and let it exit the scene at a reduced speed. There we have these two lights, almost three as you look at it, all merging and flaring up again. That is at normal speed. Extremely bright. I couldn't get over all the activity that I was seeing in that parking lot that night. It was almost mesmerizing, and there was so much going on. Here you're going to see another light moving from right to left. Seems to be the common direction that night that most of the lights are traveling. There's those two on the left. That one on the far left is going to flare up right there. That one down in the bottom there with the red arrow moving from right to left. And then we're going to see another light here that's going to flare up right there. And then these three lights in the circle. These three lights never changed the entire time. That L configuration remained the same. They never did flare up for the hour and a half I was there. Well, that's it for this video. I'd certainly appreciate your input, your thoughts, your analysis of what you've seen here. It was an exciting night. Standing there in that parking lot there at Zapata Falls Recreational Area, looking out west of the Great Sand Dunes and viewing what you've seen here in the video. Feel free and share anything that you have from me at my website, and that is at creepyencounters.com. Thanks.